What's up, everybody? Favorite. Now, cooking all the food. The video before this that we filmed was meal prep, how to look good naked. You saw the training video, how to look good naked. It was good. It's like a main part of my life is how to look good naked. Now we're just cooking food. Go watch that video, meal prep, how to look good naked. It's previous to this. Now I'm just going to cook the food, shoot the shit, tell you some stories about everything and why I do things the way I do. Me personally, I keep things as stupid simple as fucking possible. I am not the smartest person in the world, nor do I try to be. I don't like talking over people's heads. I like shit in layman's fucking terms. Like, tell me something so I can take it without having to read a fucking novel so I can put it into play to make myself better. So that's why I do the videos the way I do with you guys. I don't try and over fucking complicate anything for you. I think that's why you guys like me so much. Like, bodybuilding's not tough. Looking good naked's not tough. It's just fucking hard. It's hard to look good naked. It's hard to always be on your fucking game. But there's got to be that part where, like, my whole goal is to feel good about myself. Because I found out that if I feel good about myself, bro, everybody around me benefits. Like, that's why you see me with this fucking, this positive attitude, because I know that if I do everything in my power to make sure that I'm in a good spot mentally, everything else falls into place. That way, whenever someone else in my life has a bad day, whether it's my kids, my fiance, my work partners, anybody, I'm there as a person, like a pillar. I'm there. That's why I make sure that I feel good. And it might sound selfish to some people, but you got to remember, like, if you're an asshole every day, you're the fucking problem. You are. You're no longer a pillar of strength for the people in your life. You're the fuck up. Ain't gonna be me, man. I want to wake up, look in the mirror, wake up, flat stomach, look at my dick. Hey, how you doing? Stroke it a little bit, rub it on the old lady, love life. I'm ready to fucking go. That's the mentality that I have. It might be a little fucked up for some people, but it makes me feel good. I look in the mirror in the morning, I'm like, oh, fuck. I shouldn't have ate all those peanut butter and jelly rice cakes. Let's go do cardio. Put my fucking sweatpants and sweatshirt on, go downstairs, do 45 minutes of cardio on the stepper. Come up, start my coffee. I make my aminos, wake up Hannah, wake up the kids, start my day. I'm ready to fuck shit up. That's why, like, it might be a little selfish to make sure I feel good, but you see where I'm coming from now. My goal is for you guys to feel the same. That's why, like, you know, that's why I talk in layman's terms. I want everybody to have this, I want everybody to feel it. Because remember, if you have a family, you are the pillar of strength in your life. You're the one, man. You're that motherfucker. You're that guy. So right now, as you can see, I'm putting in the boneless, skinless chicken breast and my boneless, skinless chicken thighs. The chicken thicks. I put one pack of each in the bag. Whole reason is I'll cook this one here. I'll cook both. That way I have that variety I talked about in the previous video. So like I can put a chicken breast and chicken thigh for a meal, or chicken breast this meal, chicken thigh this meal. Variety. Keep it fun, and use 2 different marinades. Preparation. Key. Got to do it, man. If you're not prepared, you're setting yourself up for failure. It took me this long. To figure shit out and do a really good job with it. This did not happen overnight. The whole chicken and rice thing for me took time to perfect, I guess you should say, or could say. I had to go through the whole, like, get over the fucking fat kid in myself that was like, man, it's boring. I had to get over myself. Like, whenever I figured out that all I wanted to do was fuck shit up. Like, right now I am in love with my businesses. I fucking love it. It's really hard. Building businesses is by far the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'd say it's harder than being a professional bodybuilder. Just because I now have many employees that rely on me to be at my best. My family relies on me to be at my best. Therefore, my whole mentality has changed. My goal is to fuck shit up. All things. So I had to get over myself with the wanting and the needing of being a food addict. Motherfucker, I still like snacks. You hear me talk about it all the time. I just don't eat a fucking whole bag. Everything is in moderation because my goal is to look good and feel good. If I don't feel good, nothing's gonna go right. Gotta feel good. Gotta set myself up for success. I mean, I still fuck up. I still eat. I guarantee you there's something here. We'll do this. We'll see. I ate it all. I did it maybe like a few nights ago. Maybe it was a week ago. I can't remember. I ate like a whole fucking tub of rainbow sherbet. Like I got the tub. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was scrolling through on my phone, doing my stuff, and I just started like skimming the top. I didn't get a bowl of it, and I fucked up. I should have just got a bowl. And I skimmed the top, and I was just scrolling through all my stuff, and it turns out it's 11:30, and the whole fucking thing's gone. And I'm like, I knew what I did, and I was just like in my zone doing my thing, loving the food. Still a foodie. I just controlled. The next morning, I felt like dog shit. If I just would have had a small portion, it would have been fine. So I'm not perfect all the time. A little funny story here too. When it comes to Ziplocs, I'm very trusting in my Ziplocs. Ziploc. They're the best Ziplocs in the game. Not that generic shit. And not the slide things. I like to hear it clip like the commercials. Confident. Look at his face. Bob, my business partner, we've been doing this together for the whole time. He's not like a believer in the Ziplocs. He can't believe that when I marinate things, I'm just fucking tossing it around, throwing it around. He's like, you can't do that. I'm like, you use shit Ziplocs. I go to Sam's Club and buy like the fucking giant box of them. It's like the dumb kid in me that just, I like having them. They make me feel secure. Plus, Ziplocs. Best in the game.
I was kind of waiting for it to just break.
Yeah. It wasn't gonna fucking break. No. You know, and when you're, you know, for me, like when I'm meal prep, I utilize my time as efficiently as possible. Like when I'm meal prepping, I'm doing all this shit, and I usually take the time to myself. You know, if the kids, I usually do it when Hannah and the kids are at gymnastics. That way I can kind of be in my own world. I turn on a podcast. I just let everything go. Nice quiet house. I get into my zone and make sure that I'm just doing my shit and enjoying myself. That way, it's not such a burden. I'm just in my zone enjoying myself. Look at this, Ziplocs. Fuck a hefty bag, Ziplocs. Fucking John Cena doesn't do this with hefty bags. Shake them, shake them, shake them. We're gonna marinate that. Listen, heard a clip? It worked. Like I was saying, this for me, I've been doing this shit for so long that it has become second nature. I can't tell you how many times, like meal prepping, like the different times, the different types of food I would eat throughout the day during competition season, and it was always being prepared. And right now, my whole goal is just to be prepared to make sure that I'm just prepared to fuck shit up every single day. But we'll let this marinate for a minute and put everything away. Came out, and now we're gonna start it all up. I fucking love this grill. This is by far my favorite grill I've ever owned, the Weber. Works 100% of the time, every time. No, just got this grill this year. I love it. It cooks everything really well. I even grilled fucking chicken wings. Best chicken wings I've ever eaten. Really good job. But the Traeger grills, what everybody talks about, I've gotten really into cooking food on the weekends. That's my time that it's whenever I do have my homemade cheat meals. I really don't like going out to eat too much. I like only going out to eat to certain spots. Fucking high-end steakhouses are my shit. That's just where I prefer to eat. Other than that, I like cooking my own food. And going to my mom's. My mom's a stupid good fucking cook. Stupid good. She makes everything, like key lime pie. You name it, she can cook it. That's why my dad... a little revealing. My fucking mom can't stand my dad sometimes because he never really takes her out to eat. He don't take her out to eat. And it really fucking pisses her off sometimes, and it's because he's like, well, why would I go out to eat whenever your food's cooked, when your cooking is so much better than everyone else's food? And I'm like, it's a really good reason, Dad. I can't say that's not logical, but you got to give her a break. Fuck. So, yeah, my mom, really good cook. Hence the fatness of our family. We all love to eat. Eating's always been a big part. That's like why the big battle for being a fat white guy. But nonetheless, yeah, got to get a Traeger. I want to learn. I've never smoked meats. No gay comments from that one. never did any smoked meats. I've never done actual barbecue shit like that. So the Traeger, and I think I'm gonna do it this fall. This fucking weather right now. It's still warm. It's still the end of summer, but it's cool in the mornings. I fucking love the fall. My favorite time of year. I am a basic white bitch. I fucking am. I love everything about it. Love everything about it. The pumpkin stuff's good. I think that it's just gone overboard now. I was into it a few years ago. Now fucking too much pumpkin. I like a little bit here and there. I like pumpkin pie, pumpkin rolls. My mom makes pumpkin cake. I don't know how the fuck she does that, but it is, and it's good. But everything else, like I just saw pumpkin Twinkies at the grocery store the other day. Fuck you doing? Don't do that shit. Oreo does it right. Oreo does everything right. All their limited edition shit, like, fuck, let me sit down. Oreo does everything right. They do, like all their limited edition stuff is always good. And it's always done right. Like they don't do pumpkin, I think they might do pumpkin Oreos, but they just do the orange Oreos. Like the Halloween style, they're great. Oreos, shit. I haven't had an Oreo, a limited edition Oreo that I hated. They always did a good job with it. Pop-Tart, on the other hand, fuck Pop-Tart. All limited edition Pop-Tarts suck balls. They're all fucking bad. Not one is good. You disputing it? Anybody here disputing the fact that Pop-Tarts limited edition suck?
I only like the strawberry and the blueberry. The basic too.
Blueberry?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm strawberry cherry. Cinnamon brown sugar's good too, though. Brown sugar
It
ones?
is. It is.
I like the frosted on it, though. But like the limited editions suck. All of them. Mm-hmm. I've not tasted one good. They did fucking Jolly Rancher Pop-Tarts. Who does that?
Well, I'll take s'mores. I actually like the s'mores.
That's not limited edition, though.
It's been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
It's a staple.
Yeah,
it's always there.
Yep.
Yeah. But I very rarely eat that shit, but when I do, I use it as a reward. That's a big thing. I'd probably say that, like, why everything works for me, I base everything off of me, like, working hard for something. I like the reward of getting things. I don't like to just get things just to get them. Everything has to be on, like, some type of reward for me. It's something that does with me mentally. I'd probably say that, like, you know, the only reason I'm going to have a cheat meal, like, I will not eat a cheat meal unless I fucking train that day. I have to have either trained or done a shitload of fucking cardio. Otherwise, I ain't eating it. I just fucking won't. Yeah, same thing goes for, like, you know, any snacks and things like that. Everything's done on a reward system. I will take a blowjob every day, though. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, some people, you know, I mean, I believe the reason that you guys like watching everything that I do is because I'm just a normal guy. When essentially I am. The big separating point between myself now and myself 5 to 7 years ago, the fucking willingness to put it all on the line and go for it. I wanted more out of life for myself and for everyone in my life as well. So, like, when it came to, like, me laying down at night and dreaming of what I wanted in life, I said, that's what I want, but the path that I was on, there was no way of getting it. So I figured out a way for myself to be like, that's how I'm going to fucking get it. So I just had to start taking the steps, and if I never did that or never had those feelings at night, I wouldn't be here. Everybody has it in them. It's just getting uncomfortable. Being willing to go for it. You know, there was an analogy that I listened to on a podcast, and this guy was talking about how, like, the difference between, I guess it was a vague term, like successful people and crazy successful people and people that play it safe. Just because you play it safe doesn't mean that you can't be successful. But for the time being, in lack of better phrases and me remembering it, he said it was like you had to go through a jungle to get to the dream side, to get to the other side. And I was listening to it, I'm like, man, that kind of makes sense, because I was always on the edge. Like, if I was saying that I had to go through all that shit, I had to go through this whole thing in order to get to the other side where I want it. I don't know what the fuck's in there, but you got to get through it, and you know that there's things that are going to be in there to bite you, eat you, kill you, fucking sting you, drown you, smother you, fuck you all up. But if you stay over here, you know you're going to be safe. You know you're going to be comfortable. You know you're going to make this amount of money. You know that you're going to be taken care of. You know that everything's okay here. But on the other side of that is your fucking dream. And it's like, at some point you have to be willing to say, I'm fucking going in. You know, me, I did that, but I prepared myself for it. I was as prepared as I could. I made sure that I was mentally ready to go in there and do everything in order to become somewhat successful. And right now I view myself as being right in the middle of that motherfucker. I'm learning. Not saying I can get bit or fuck up, but I know what I want on the other side of that, and that's what I'm going for. So I liked it. I listened to it. It was really cool. It was a really cool podcast. But that analogy kind of stuck with me, and I think about it whenever I'm like in a situation and I'm fucking just, you know, I'm always positive with everything, but there's some days where I'm just like, fuck, dude, I feel like today is the day that's kicking me in the dick. I'm getting my ass kicked today. And it's like that thing where you kind of take the day, you don't take it as a loss, but you're like, okay, like I gotta fucking grow from this situation. So I use that analogy in my head every day to make sure that I stay on point and understand that, okay, this is the day, let's get to the next level, let's continue to move forward. It's okay to get fucking kicked, and it's okay to get bit, but don't give up. Nice and hot. How about how I got my lift weight beef steak shirt on while I'm cooking chicken and talking about eating chicken so much? Oh, this fucking marinade smells delicious. I love that shit. We got one of these fire tables. When fire comes out, runs on propane. It's really cool. This is, you don't see me usually post about this. The kids will cook s'mores on here whenever we're hanging out in the evening. We do a big bonfire up there, and then I got my burn pile down there for cardboard and other garbage and shit. But this is my my evening spot with Hannah. We like to sit here, have a drink together. Right where you're sitting is usually where I get a little lovin' there, Shane.
I'm gonna get up.
I'm just kidding. The little setup here, it's all under the covered porch. That's why I want to extend out. I want to extend everything out so that whenever we have a deck that's further out in there, we can look up in the sky and see all the stars. Because in the front yard there, you look up at nighttime on a clear night, you can see fucking anything. So being out here and being able to have nice seating out here, big deck, be able to look up at night, having a couple fresh drinks, earn one down. There's no light pollution out here. So like whenever you look up, it's just, you know, I love that shit. I fucking love chicken thighs. Love them. The crispy fat parts that get all crispy and cooking. Crispy, crispy. I fucking love cooking food. I do. Yeah, I guess I am a fat son of a bitch. Alright, chicken's done. The cool thing that I like about it, some people that are health nuts, I mean, I'm healthy, but I'm not a fucking vegan. The Crispies. They are carcinogens, but the marinade that's used has the sugar in it, and that's crisps up. I love it. You smell it? It smells good. And that's it. I keep things as simple and basic as possible. Don't overcomplicate anything. You shouldn't either. Get into the zone where you're optimizing your life. It's the most important part. Don't go overcomplicating everything. And guess what? Diets do work. There's a ton out there that do work, like I've said over and over. But the thing is, you need to have a baseline. You need to have a baseline that you can work from, that you can always go back to, that works for you. Something that's simple, something that's easy for you to eat and consume and always be on your game. Me, it's chicken breast, chicken thighs, and rice, fruits and vegetables. Listen, the fruits, I get it. They can be high in sugar, but at the end of the day, like, it's still a fruit. It's still a natural product from the earth. Me, I'm a big believer in that, and I eat at least 2 to 3 pieces of fruit a day. I do my cardio every day. I train 4 days a week, eat chicken and rice, and I'm on my game. I cheat a couple times a week. I have a snack. I probably eat at least a handful of pretzels every single day. But find your baseline and work from there. Don't overcomplicate it. Make it as simple as you can. The chicken and rice works, dude. It does. Do whatever you can to spice it up. Some days if you need to fucking grab a taco shell, chop it up, throw some lettuce and salsa and a little bit of rice in the shell with the chicken. Do that, dude. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Do not make this harder than it is. Yeah. It's kind of like loving the old lady. Every now and then you got to throw the spice in there. Give her the good shit. Spice it up. You perverted son of a bitch. Keep it simple, everybody. Subscribe. Tell your friends about all the cool shit. Post about it. I love it. I'm really having a good time with the feedback that you guys have been given. So if you have questions, you want to see other videos, throw it in the comments. Fucking A. Keep on killing it.